Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, every woman in this world, beautiful woman. Welcome you to my episode number 2, February session, and I invite you to listen my few words about emotions. This subject is, I think, very, very much present in our daily life, and these are very expressive elements in our behavioral aspect of life. I can also refer to that, I believe, and I think that emotions are very, very specific because they not only have impact on what is happening in us inside, but also what is happening with our expressions on our face and how those elements will have also the influence on our behavior. And we think they are independent. However, actually they are very, very much dependable on us and especially our control and how we do it. How are we managing actually ourselves, our inner ecosystem, where these emotions are the key actor. Because from them it will be starting the way how we perceive the things and people around us, the situations as well. On the last podcast I mentioned to you about the book from Shauna Shapiro, and I wanted to share with you the aspect of intention, attention and attitude. I already expressed how much I love these triple aim, this is how I call that, and how in practice actually in a very, very quick period of time, you can see how changes are happening in you, how you evolve yourself in the maturity, the emotional maturity. And again, I absolutely advise you to pick that book up and read it, because the author is expressing and referring to so many real aspects of life, and in beautiful language is guiding us how we can do the work. Today, from the aspect of emotions, I would like to bring you these 3 elements from the perspective how I took it, how I practice it, and you maybe find something helpful to you. You might also have a different idea how to take it. However, I hope that I will inspire you. I will give you some nice direction how, despite we may think we are struggling, we don't know how to pick it up, how to manage our emotions. We will say they are independent, my life is difficult, my life is very complicated, and so on, but we don't need to make the change all at once. The most important, I think, that we just have to make the decision and create the awareness of our intention. I brought here direct citation from the book, and this is what Shauna Shapiro has reflected on intention, that it put us in touch with why we pay attention. But before going into attention, I think that it's important to break it down on the steps that we should make when you think about intention, because it's simple word, and sometimes we make decisions very, very quickly without thinking. And then there are consequences of those decisions. We are lost in intention, and then emotions will be driving our behavior and so on. And this is the way how I see it within these 5 elements that you can see, and the questions that in my understanding are very nicely can help to write it down, to visualize where we are going and how we shape our intention. So we are grounding actually our intention. You can do it through the drawing, writing, it's different. I do often mix, and sometimes I don't use any other work but thinking and doing this visualization, this inner monologue or dialogue with me in my head. Because I say dialogue with me because it will be good and bad and sad. This is where you are bringing yourself to attention on your emotions. So there's also here I think this attention is very, very important. And as the author of the book is saying that it's helping us to stabilize our focus, I would say emotions, and silence them. Silence the emotion and bring rationale to our thinking. And usually rationale will expose to us some facts, where while we are driven by emotions, these facts are blurred. And of course, the consequences will be different, right, than we actually expected. But when we go through this intention, grounding, these few steps, answering the questions that I have shared with you, we realize there are emotions. So we are reflecting on those emotions, bringing up the facts. So we are rationalizing our thinking. Then we go to stage of thoughts. The thoughts again will be turbulences of our bad and good, positive, negative emotions. Again, we dive into reflection. We stabilize them. We focus. We narrow the focus, what we actually want to achieve. And then we realize that this work will create beautiful words. And as we do this work only for us, for our intention, while practicing, you will see that after some time, this today can be taken, oh my God, this is such a long process. My mind is not able to think in such a complexity. But while you practice this attention, this inner focus, you will see that you are able to do it within the seconds. This process, emotions, reflection, thoughts, reflection, and then you are able to reply kindly to someone who just made you angry or disappointed. So as going further, I just want to bring it like after this attention to anchor your focus, where you want to go, how you want to go, because actually everything starts with you. We are having expectations towards other people, but how often actually we are not achieving expectations that we put on ourselves? Simple thing, every day we'll go for gym, but then we are actually not going, because on third day we will have justification not to go because we had bad day, I am not in mood, I prefer go and eat cake. But we forget about that because we are very selective. And we will be very selective, especially in feeding ourselves and current mode when we want to pick up the negativity, because it will serve us well. So we will find a reason to be disappointed, to be sad, to be mad. and to find the reason why we use these words, why we offend someone, why we are not kind to someone. But everything starts with ourselves, and we want others to be good to us. At the same time, we just have been rude to our colleague at work. So this kind of multidimensional reality actually should bring us to one very, very simple thing. We are the beginning of the inspiration. And whoever we are, wherever we are in our life, we still can be inspiration for ourselves and make the change with ourselves. For us, not for others, but for us. And when you go with that work, when you create this higher level of attention, and then you develop the horizontal view of awareness of your possibilities, of your capabilities, these will bring you to apply this knowledge towards your behavior, towards the act, the way you will respond to the situation you are currently facing, either long-term or short-term. But the attitude will reflect what is happening in you. Your attitude in act, in behavior will be a reflection of your real you. If we react on situation in a very aggressive way because we think we have a right to do that, it's not that someone makes us angry. It means that we ignore the passage of emotions, of this tornado of emotions that we left uncontrolled in us. The person is only a trigger. And our victim, our prey. So the work on attitude, how we react, and the work that you will do on the first two steps, they automatically will make you aware and very quickly able to reflect on what is happening in your mind and switch off the negativity. And despite you might be very, very angry and right with it, the attitude will bring you the words that in a very, very nice, polite way, mature way, you will respond to the situation, you will respond to the person, to child, to husband, and so on and so on. So I think that this is, it's not easy, definitely not easy piece of work, but so worth to do this. There will be moments of failures, and it's okay. The most important is to also be aware that the failure, it means that we do work. It does not mean that we should not continue the work. No, it means that we are putting efforts. And you will see how really, really quickly you will observe changes in you. For February, I just wanted to share with you this message, to find your intention, that it will become your inspiration, and feed that with the gratitude. With the gratitude that you have other things. Do not focus what you don't have. We might not have currently health. We might have financially bad situations. We might have moments of going through the divorce or other negative things, but then find opposite and be grateful for that. Bring your focus to your inspiration. Celebrate what you have and what you will achieve. And then draw your vision. Draw your vision that will be your drive for the next months. Create your narrative, create your content. So, however miserable day and life it can be, and unfair you might think it is, be vision for yourself. Create, celebrate yourself, how beautiful you are, how smart you are, and how great, how good person you are, and how better you for you will become. Because this is something very, very important for you. And we should cherish ourselves with each other on our journey to be happy. Thank you very much. Wish you a beautiful day, weekend, and happy Friday today we have. Thank you.